Well, for years now, the Florida housing market has been hot, specifically here on the Suncoast, and we have a lot of new construction in the area still, and thousands of people have moved to this area since the pandemic, but some are saying things are starting to cool off. So we're getting a good look at what's going on with the real estate market today. And joining us is Joanna Petriccione, a local real estate agent with Keller Williams on the Water in Sarasota. And Joanna, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, this is a hot topic. People talk everywhere I go. I mean, at my children's events, work, just grocery shopping, I hear people talking about they're buying, they're selling. It's never ending in this area.
It isn't, and they're building so much new construction, so you see it everywhere. But right now we have about 5 months inventory on the market, so we're leaning more towards a buyer's market, which gives an opportunity for people that are renting or really want to get in who have been waiting on a good price. Because when the interest rates peaked to 8%, people were backed off on the purchasing. And now we are more pre-pandemic pricing, so it's really an excellent time to buy. Interest rates are in the 6s right now, so that's going to be the new norm. We're not going to see 2 or lower again, probably.
We were really spoiled, I think,
Yes.
with that for a while because, yeah, back in the 2000s, 6% was not considered that bad.
And when people refinanced when it was that low, those are a lot of people that are staying in their homes and they're remodeling. They're not willing to get rid of that percent.
No, because that is a really good deal.
Yes.
It is. Okay. And if you're buying, it's a great thing right now. You should go out and look. You think people will work with you a little more than they were when things were selling within a day or two?
Well, when we had the storms, the barrier reefs took a big hit, as you know. So there's a lot of distressed properties right now on the MLS that you didn't see before.
So you buy as is.
People are selling as is properties. Investors are coming in and scooping those up. So it's a great opportunity to get something on the beach.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, what if you're selling? What do you need to know if you're selling right now? Because some things are still selling pretty quickly.
I just sold my neighbor's home in 13 days.
No way. Okay,
No.
so it can be done because I've seen some things sitting for 30 days or more, but what is the trick to selling your home right now?
Pricing it right.
Pricing.
It's all about pricing. We're not in COVID anymore in those crazy pricing. So sellers that have that mindset where they want to be, they have to be realistic and look at the comps. Everything is based on past sales within the past 6 months. So pricing also, it's so key to stage the property.
I was just going to say, yes.
I'm an interior designer as well, so I really focus on getting in there and going through room by room, and I go every room and I focus on staging. I have a really excellent photographer that I use. So people shop online. That's their first impression. You want to make a great first impression.
Yeah.
Get rid of clutter, take away personal photos throughout the house. You want to walk into that house, you want it to feel like a model home, and you want it to feel like your home. So,
And those details are important.
very important.
Yeah. What about, too, I've heard that some people don't want a fixer-upper. I mean, if you're buying one for a fixer-upper, like on the island or et cetera, but a lot of people are wanting to go ahead and move in ready.
A lot of people love walking in. They love the open concept. People can do that, knock down some walls.
So that's still
renovating.
in.
Big thing is the luxury vinyl flooring. That's easy to do. You can put that on top of the tile flooring.
Really?
Yes, people.
Okay.
The most important thing to renovate if you're going to look to sell your home is your kitchen and your bathrooms. That's key. You know, paint is easy, but the major things if you're going to resell is kitchen and bath.
But don't you think if you have a bedroom painted purple or
Oh yeah, I'm
bright
big.
yellow that maybe you should tone it down for the average?
As we said, people shop online.
Yeah.
They look at Zillow, Realtor.com. So those photos are very important. If you see a purple bedroom, right away you're going to come in and give a lower offer. And it's easy to just paint the room.
Yeah, a
and
lot
fix
cheaper
that.
than having to drop the price drastically.
Exactly.
Okay. What about new construction versus homes that have been in the market for 5, 20 years?
Well, that's the competition for resales right now. So we are seeing people that are doing the resales, but then they'll go over and buy something new because they can get it actually cheaper. And the builders right now are offering incentives. So they're offering you $10,000, $15,000 towards your closing costs.
Yeah.
So it's very competitive, and most people like shiny new, and then you have a new roof. You have more of a
Warranty.
modern.
Yeah.
Yes, you have hurricane-proof windows, so
Right.
there's a lot more of an advantage to the new. But you're not going to have a established lot in some of the resales. It's more established neighborhoods with the trees and everything.
Right.
Where new construction, sometimes you're living through all the debris and the new going on.
That dirt that everyone keeps complaining about, because with all the neighborhoods under construction, you really can't stop that.
No, you
know,
cannot.
they get mad at the builders, but when you have 50 homes or plus, obviously, it's hard to fight that with the wind and everything.
And a lot of times the amenities aren't in yet. So you're sacrificing waiting for the amenities as well, where in a resale, that's already established.
So very individual choice.
It's absolutely an individual choice.
Okay,
yes.
so I know you don't have a crystal ball, but what do you think of the market? Because some people say, oh, it's going to crash. What do you think?
The market is not going to, I don't think it's going to crash at all. We're just seeing more of a leveling of pricing. It still isn't going to be in a prior pandemic low, but I see things leveled off more, and we have so many people moving here every day. Still, so.
And you see it every day. You hear from them.
I work in Manatee, Sarasota County. I have price points from 100,000 up to 15 million. So I don't pivot myself in just luxury. I work all over.
Okay, yeah, and we have a lot to get to, but I'm glad you brought that up, because the price range is very drastic in this area. You can get something affordable, but then you can pay millions as well.
Yes, so condos. The condo and townhouse market is big right now.
It is.
We're looking at condominium and townhomes in the 2s to 3s. And the only thing with the resale market is because of the storms, there was a little bit with the assessments. They are definitely doing more assessments on the older buildings. And we have to deal with insurance, the hikes in the insurance.
Yeah.
But there's so many new insurance companies now, so people, they're getting the properties insured.
That's good to hear.
And your HOA, a lot of time, includes the insurance for the exterior of the building.
But that's why you want to work with a good realtor who knows all that.
Absolutely, yes. Very, very educated in all this.
Yeah, because a lot of people can become a realtor, but if you don't know the ins and outs of reading the HOA.
When I work with the buyer, I protect that buyer. Even when I go to a new construction, I'm representing them. The people that are working at the new builds are working for the buyer, the builder.
Okay.
So I'm very keen on working with the buyer, and I have appointments with them before we even go out. And this way we're on the same page, and I set up everything for them of what to expect.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that too, that you can go to new construction with your own realtor. And like you said, you're representing them, so you're helping them get maybe a little more incentives?
Incentives, and I also am a big negotiator. I'm friends with a lot of people that work in with the builders, so I get them prices off of the current pricing, and that helps them a lot.
Okay, very educational. So good points. Again, if you already have a home that's pre-built, you're competing against this new construction, so you have to be smart.
Smart. And declutter. Stage it so it looks like the model homes you're competing with.
Where do you tell people to put all their items?
Get a storage unit.
Okay,
There's enough of them in Florida.
So don't throw it all in the garage either, because people want to see
put stuff in the garage too, but it
are
can't be like
a mountain.
Like
Isn't it amazing how much stuff we have?
I know.
I'm going through my house right now and I'm like, where does this come from?
Those ceiling racks in garages are so important.
They are.
I have those, and I put things in bins, and they're all up there.
I'm going room to room right now decluttering, but it's never ending. I don't know. I just give up a little bit, but we try. I think
it
a
makes
move
you
forces
feel more at peace, doesn't it? When you declutter,
I love all
it's
those
an emotional thing.
All right, well, you're not only busy selling homes in the area and giving us great advice, you are a host of a show, and tell us about that, American Dream Network. Tell us about that.
American Dream TV is an Emmy-nominated television show.
Yeah,
they approached me a year ago. They met with about 40 agents. They picked 5 of us. I've been filming for over a year now. I won a Telly Award, which I'm very proud of.
That is great.
And this was for Big Cat Habitat here in Sarasota.
Oh, the episode you did with them.
Yes, so I filmed Big Cat Habitat and a John Cannon home as well. And I just love highlighting culture and real estate within our community, because there's so much to feature here.
Yeah, there really is. Okay, so we have some video. Which one would you like to see first? The one from Italy?
Italy is good.
That one?
That was in the summer. So
okay.
We traveled to Italy. We filmed in front of the Colosseum, which was a little challenging. It was 105 degrees.
Really?
I was hot, but made it work, made it through. And then We tied it into Fiorelli Winery here in Bradenton, which I listed and sold.
Are you really?
Yeah, I listed.
And it just sold recently, right?
Last year I sold
Okay.
that.
I didn't
it was
realize
the owner
that.
of Sonny's Barbecue purchased
No
it.
way.
Because they're going to they do weddings there.
Which
so.
is great. And a lot of people, especially if you're new to there, you might not know that's here. So you're comparing Italy to Manatee County. Is that Manatee or Sarasota County?
That is in Manatee County,
okay.
right before Mayaca.
Okay.
And then I also brought in Estedia 500, which is in Waterside, a newer restaurant, but I love this restaurant. The owners are from Sorrento. They import the dough from Italy, so it's probably the best pizza you'll have in the area.
I'll have to try that. That
It's
looks
fabulous.
yummy. So a little Italy in our area.
We do. We're
Okay.
having so much coming here in mixture.
All right, let's bring up the other because you've done
Sure.
a lot. Now tell us about this episode.
Oh, that was wonderful. So that was Gulf to Gulf, again, during the storm. So I filmed in New Orleans, and then when I came back, I filmed in Bradenton. But how I tied it together were the oysters, and then I did the Siesta Key trolley. I got on the trolley
is.
over in New Orleans, and I got off the trolley, the Siesta Key trolley. So you can see all my episodes on YouTube. This is a streaming show. American Dream is on Roku, YouTube, and you would put up American Dream TV in my name, but if you go to my name on YouTube, you can
These
see
pull
all
up
my
too.
shows, and they really are focused on our businesses, and we really highlight everything that's so wonderful about them.
So you're
I also
showcase-
did, this is
okay.
Element Restaurant in downtown Sarasota, and I featured a $4 million penthouse at the Ritz.
What? $4 million. Wow.
Which is a bargain in the market
It
today.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Ritz.
Oh, wow. Look at
Yeah.
that footage, too.
I love
Yeah,
time.
you're really showing the area to people that may not know even all of this is in their backyard.
And we do get about 50 million views.
Okay.
So when I do take listings, I tie my listings onto my show. So I have such a broader reach than just putting a sign on the front lawn and putting it on the MLS. I get tons of social media publicity.
Hasn't it changed? Don't you think? You remember, like you just said, back in the day you had an open house, you put a sign in the yard. Now you've got to have good pictures, video. A lot of people, when you're taking this unique spin and featuring it on YouTube and with your show.
TikTok.
Oh yeah, TikTok's huge too, exactly.
I
Who would
enjoy-
have thought? Is it overwhelming at times trying to keep it all together and get
No,
this
no, because I'm a very busy person. I like being busy.
Okay.
So I like doing all the different outlets, and I've always loved, even when I sold my house in New York, I wasn't a realtor yet. When I moved here 9 years ago, I finally took my passion to real estate, and I just love helping people.
Yeah. So you
It's
get to
not
talk to
about the
people.
money to me at all. It's about one family. He told me, I'm going to propose to Tracy when we're at the house. I'm like, are you
Okay.
kidding me? So I arranged someone to do photos, and he proposed when we went to after we closed at the house, and things like that is what touches my heart.
And you become lifelong friends,
And I'm
sure
friends
too.
with
Yeah.
still
So many people.
I called her a week ago. I'm still very close with a lot of people I work with, because
Okay, well, you showed us a few. What can we expect to see in the future? Can you give us any
yes,
insight? Okay.
the one I just filmed was so exciting. It was at the Bradenton Women's Club.
Oh yes.
And the MC was my friend Renee Bayo.
Okay.
Do you
Does
remember
anyone know who that
Chachi?
is? Yeah, Chachi. Anyone know who Chachi is? That is so neat.
Scott came out at the end. They are a lovely couple. They live now here in Sarasota.
How did you meet them? Did you sell their home or?
I did sell them an investment property,
Okay.
but how I met them was because I wanted her on my show. When I looked her up when I knew they moved here, I had no idea she was a stunt woman. She's a philanthropist. There's so much to Renee that I was like, I need to get her on my show,
Yeah.
American Dream. So the show did change my life in that aspect.
Oh,
It
opening
made
new
me-
doors. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's so neat. Okay, so you have the Women's Center. That's in Bradenton, if anyone doesn't know, right off of State Road 64. It's like a little hidden gem. When you go inside, you feel like you've gone back
The
in time.
building's over 100 years old.